full time. You can always thank my haters, right? Oh, why are you worried about your haters? Why are you worried about me, worried about my haters? You know, talk about that for a few minutes. Let's talk about people in your business trying to tell you how you're supposed to react. Okay? I got a few more minutes, why not? So, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the term, was it reactive abuse? I don't know if I can say that word, but have you ever heard of that term before? What that means is people triggering you to try to get you out of character. And then once you're out of character, what they perceive to be out of character, then they start, oh, you know, why did you have to say that? Why are you doing that? Why are you taking it so serious? It sounds like all this stupid stuff, right? This is reactive abuse, okay? Because you were minding your business. And I don't believe in allowing people to take advantage of me just because social media has decided to come up with these new kind of social standards and politics and social norms online, to where you have to act nonchalant even if you're minding your business and people want to come around and disturb your peace. You should always be trying to do what's needed to get back to center, peace. So if you have trolls or people that are trying to provoke you, you might have to level up and meet them with that same level of energy, right? And then when you have people telling you that that is outside of your character, or if you are a Zen person or you really are a person of the Most High, you would never get out of character. Well, who is to say that me going off is me being outside of character? Because as far as I can remember, since I've been online, I've been going off since the beginning. So that would mean that this is part of my character. Okay? So for you to try to tell me what's outside of character when I know what outside my character would be, sounds kind of strange. It sounds like you're trying to gaslight me and troll me in a whole different kind of level. Now, you should not have people telling you how you decide to respond or react to whoever is taking you outside of your peaceful place. That's up to you to decide. And if you react in a way that's outside of your character, it's up to God to decide that. They don't get to play God in your life and tell you what is normal internet behavior and what is not. This internet thing is fairly new. This terminology and ideology of trolling, what it really is fans. See, Gen Z and the powers that be have decided to label fans / stans into trolls and then allow it to happen, rebranding it all together. It's really a fan or a stan, which is a very dangerous person, but they try to tell you, oh no, it's just trolling, everyone gets trolled. No, you don't have to get trolled. You don't have to explain yourself. And if you decide to cook someone online, that's your business, and it shouldn't bother you, or you shouldn't care what others think or say about it. You can't say that you're unbothered and then let it bother you that people are saying that you're acting outside of character. These are the same idiots that love to watch you and project onto you their perspective. You know what I'm saying? That's their perspective. It means nothing. It means nothing. Now, I'm not advocating for people to just go off about everything. What I'm advocating for is people to respond to people that are disturbing your peace however you see fit, without worrying about how it's going to be perceived. If you're really going to be laid back and really unbothered, not nonchalant. Now, nonchalant's another buzzword. It's not real. Nonchalant is the, no shade to Gen Z, but it's the Gen Z hijack. Gen Z loves to hijack things that they see and then make it into a trend. Okay. So anything that they come up with is not authentic. It's just what they've observed, and this is not nothing new. If you look it up, Gen Z's been taking millennials fashion and relabeling it. They're doing a lot of the stuff, right? So we don't, they start the nonchalant thing. They scomb the internet. They hear people saying certain things. They watch certain people. You want to be unbothered, not nonchalant, but unbothered. Being unbothered means that you are not concerned with what people think about what you do. You can't say that you're unbothered, but you're still concerned, and you want to come off nonchalant to people. Nonchalant and unbothered are two different things. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Nonchalant, buzzword from Gen Z, just like what other buzzwords are out right now that Gen Z is using? There's nonchalant, drizzle. Like, they're saying something when they're talking about this stuff, but it's really just like a trend. It phases out. It doesn't really have longevity. What you want to be is unbothered. And unbothered is you completely going to God for whatever moments of weakness or reassurance that you need. And you understand that people will perceive you in the way that they want to and whatever level that they're at in their life. So some of the things that you do might not be able to be handled or perceived properly by certain people. And these lower IQ and lower vibrational people might perceive you as cocky or kind of aloof, right? But again, they don't know you. They don't interact with you daily. So how could they know that? They're just making stuff up based off the little bit of information that they see and human behavioral patterns that they have observed over their lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So, appreciate the likes. What's going on, cuz? What's going on, fam? Salute. Appreciate you, man. Didn't see you came in here. I'm just clipping things up, making sure I hit certain points so I can repost this up on YouTube. So, to sum it up, you guys, you want to be unbothered. Drop the nonchalant thing. Nonchalant is a Gen Z trend. Nonchalant is coming off like things don't bother you. Nonchalant is acting like no matter what kind of engagement you're in, you have to come across like it doesn't bother you. That doesn't make any sense. We're all human. You know what I'm saying? We're all human. So you should be responding to things in whatever level of humanity that you want to in that moment, right? Level of humanity that you want to in that moment, right? So if you want to go off, go off. If you want to walk away, walk away. But don't let your response to someone trying to take you out of your peace be the result of how you feel people are going to perceive you from what you say. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. Who cares what they're going to think? Because let me tell you, I've been thinking about this. Obviously, you can tell. If you decide to worry about how they're going to perceive you reacting to somebody trying to take you out of your peace, someone trying to trigger you, right? Let's say you start worrying about that and you got everybody on lock to where they're like, nah, he never or she never responds to people trying to trigger them. What they're going to do next is look for something else to talk about you about. It's going to be something else. Yeah, they don't let them trigger them or whatever, but I don't know about the frequency of the uploads that they upload their videos, or I don't know if I like that beard being that way, or I don't think that, lightweight, high volume is the right way to be working out. It's